Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about a rumor that has been circulating on social media. Let's talk about it because it is alleged that Charlamagne the God, and Loren LoRosa from the Breakfast Club, they have been making mischief behind the scenes on the Queen Nicki. It is alleged that the two have been telling people in the industry that Nicki is bipolar and schizophrenic and they should not work with Nicki Minaj. Allegedly, right? No. When I saw this, I thought to myself, could this be even half true? Because I noticed that the Breakfast Club, they celebrate everything Cardi B and they love to put down Nicki. So as such, I automatically start wondering, could there be any amount of truth to this? But then I said to myself, knowing that Nicki is a very vocal individual, why would this be true and Nicki go after Jay-Z Rock Nation, but not Charlamagne the God and Loren LoRosa from the Breakfast Club? Or at least I've never seen Nicki going after them. And I'm wondering, sometimes people may put stuff out there and they do it in such a clever way. Like they want to create a buzz around someone's name and they're like, how can I get people to talk about Nicki potentially being schizophrenic and having bipolar? Let's stop this gossip and say, Charlamagne and Loren LoRosa did it, because I just need to get enough people to talk about it. I don't care if it is true or not. So I started thinking that way too, because I'm like, Nicki has never been the one to shy away from a topic or to shy away from the industry agenda. So immediately I'm wondering, like, could there be any element of truth to this? Because I remember Cardi B called Nicki, I think, schizophrenic, and she never used allegedly or anything like that. And then the bar started saying, how is it that you're spying on Nicki? You're getting information from good source on Nicki Minaj. And that was such a huge discussion, so much so to the point where Sloan Bella chimed in and said, Nicki is not schizophrenic. It is a ploy by the industry to make her look crazy. And I remember during the time of Hurricane Melissa, when Hurricane Melissa hit Jamaica, everyone who was saying that Nicki Minaj was crazy, when Hurricane Melissa hit Jamaica, we realized that those people did not even look at Jamaica. And those people were wearing the reggae flag all along. But when it was time for them to step up, they all looked the other way. But you know who was looking our way? The woman who they called crazy. And I'm like, aha. So, as such, it has led me to the possibility that while the post that I saw may not be entirely factual, I believe there's some amount of truth to it. And I'm going to say this to you guys, because this is something that I've observed happening time and time again. We know that for more than a decade, Nicki Minaj has shied away from the industry events. And she would normally say to us, these industry events are not what they appear to be from the outside, right? And there were people who are in the industry who have been trying to get to her. And many people never took her seriously until her alignment with Trump. Even now, we see, Sunny from The View is saying, okay, it seems as though Nicki got in alignment with Trump for the protection of her family, because she did an interview, and we're going to revisit that moment, the interview. with one of these magazine outlets, and she broke down why, you know, she got aligned with Trump after her home was swatted more than any other celebrity in history. And no matter how she begged Gavin Newsom to look into it, it was like no one cared enough about her safety and her family's safety. So she aligned herself with Donald Trump for protection. And this is something that I want to talk about a little bit. I want to go a little bit off on a tangent here, because you guys know, as I've always said, there are times when I look into things really, really deep, and I analyze a lot of things, and I can see a lot of games being played, and I don't know why, like, other people really don't see them. You know what Donald Trump has proven about America? Donald Trump has proven that all your other presidents, all of them, Democratic, Republican, they all have been lying to you people. And who haven't been lying have been slacking up, because Trump has been doing so much, both good and evil. And if Trump is out here just doing the most and just being a nemesis, what was everyone's reason for not doing it or doing more for the people all this time? What was your excuse? Because Trump is showing you, if they wanted to do it, it would have been done by any means necessary, right? And I started saying to myself, would there become a time that the narrative on Trump will be changed? Because I see Trump pardoning a lot of black people, and a whole lot too, even people that Biden ignored, people who were begging him to pardon those individuals, Trump pardoned them. So I really started looking into the fact that these politicians will play games with you all. No exceptions. The only exception is Donald Trump has proven that if they wanted to do it, it would have been done. Okay? But back to Nicki Minaj, right? So, with Nicki Minaj, the conclusion that I've came to is someone is not happy about Nicki's alignment with Donald Trump, and someone is definitely out to ruin her by any means necessary. Now, I don't know if it's Loren LoRosa or if it's Charlamagne the God, because I've never seen them talking about Nicki in that sense. And honestly, Loren LoRosa doesn't give that type of vibe, even behind the scene. Even though behind the scene, she could be one completely different kind of person. And Charlamagne gives a vibe that you just can't trust this guy no matter what. Loren LoRosa gives a sense that no matter what, there's Loren LoRosa, and she's not willing to jeopardize that image for anything or anyone. And let's say, for example, the allegations are in fact factual. They can suggest to people not to work with the Queen, but they cannot make those people not work with Nicki. Because you see the precious gifts that God has bestowed onto you. No matter what anyone does, they can never take that away from you. Do you see how they try to cancel Ye? But because they never handed Ye a career, it is impossible for them to cancel him, because Ye is truly talented. He has worked for what he has. He has worked himself from the ground up. He never took any shortcuts in the industry, and he has built his fan base brick by brick. So because of that, they cannot cancel Ye. So it is the same thing with Queen Minaj. No matter what they tell people, Nicki will always be legend. She will always go down in history, and people are going to always want to collaborate with the queen, because it doesn't matter how Nicki's career look today. That will be a career that is gonna, as time passes, it's gonna age like fine wine, because they have sent many after her, and not one has been able to conquer her. Not one has been able to replicate or duplicate what she has done. They have tried, but they look like clown, because when you have no originality, that's a recipe for disaster already. So even if they're doing it, it's not going to work. They're just wasting their time. And the next thing we know is that they're going to get their karma. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. It is something that I've seen with Nicki repeatedly. And you know who knows this? Nicki. Remember she told us, I don't need to talk, the Lord defends me. Even though it's coming from a Bible scripture, she's not just saying it. It's something that she has lived, observed, and experienced. So, if it is going on, it is none of our business, and God will fix it. That is what we're going to observe, okay? But the queen is untouchable. She is untouchable. Nicki belongs to God, and everything that she does will be on her and God's timing. Not the next person, not you nor I, but I do believe there is an inside attempt to paint her as crazy, but no matter how they float the boat, she's gonna always come out on top. Well, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that that is something that Charlamagne and Loren would do? Like, I cannot see Loren LoRosa doing it. I can see Charlamagne doing it behind the scenes, but not Loren LoRosa. And as such, I'm like, I don't think it's true, but you never know what people are up to behind the scenes, honey. You never know. Well, let me know what you guys think, and we're gonna talk some more in the comment section. Peace.